you're looking to dive into topics on how to live a happier, healthier, more fit, and long lifespan, then you've come to the right podcast. Livin the Dream with me, Coach Damian Evans. Together, we will explore the topics on all things health, fitness, and wellness. Together, we will be lifelong learners on this journey to living the ultimate dream.
What up, Dream Team? Coach D here coming at you from beautiful sunny San Diego, and welcome back to the Livin the Dream podcast. We are going to kickstart your week off with the right mindset to conquer your goals and to live your dream life. And today I want to hit you with something powerful, something you need to hear not once, but repeatedly, because your brain doesn't believe what's true. It believes what you repeat. Let's talk about how to retrain your brain, reprogram your identity, and transform your life, all by learning how to speak to yourself on purpose. Your brain doesn't believe what's true. It believes what you repeat. Let that sink in. You might think your brain is some logical, truth-seeking machine, but it's not. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. It takes whatever it hears the most, especially when it's charged with emotion. And your brain says, I got it. Nice. This must be reality. And that works both ways. If you constantly say, I'm not good enough, I'm not disciplined, I always mess things up, your brain doesn't challenge it. It goes, okay, noted. Let's reinforce that identity. Every single repetition becomes reinforcement, a neurological pathway that becomes reinforced. Every repetition becomes identity. But, and here's the game-changing part of all this, when you say, you know what, I'm learning to be more consistent. I'm proud of how I'm growing. I can handle hard things. I'm teaching myself to do what I'm trying to get better at. Your brain starts to rewire. Your brain starts rewiring to believe all of those things too. That is called neuroplasticity. That's repetition plus emotion. That's mental reps, just like a gym for your mindset. You wouldn't expect your body to get stronger by thinking about push-ups, right? Well, the same thing goes for your mind. You have to train it with reps. Thoughts equal feelings, feelings equal actions, and actions equal identity. Thoughts equal feelings, feelings equal actions, and actions become your identity. Let's break down how this thing works. Your thoughts shape your feelings. Your feelings drive your actions. Your actions form your identity over time. And your identity becomes your story, your baseline, your operating system. So if you want to change your life, if you want to change your health, your fitness, your relationships, your energy, your mood, you literally have to start upstream. You have to start at the thought level. You have to start at the thought level. Your life will always reflect who you think you are. Let me say that again. Your life will always reflect who you think you are. This is where that cliche saying, fake it till you make it, see it till you believe it. There's a lot of truth in it. It's not the big motivational hype ups once in a while that change you. It's not the one day of healthy eating out of all the days in the year. It's not the one intense, challenging, insane workout that you do. It's the quiet, consistent self-talk that you repeat day after day, moment after moment, that rewires who you believe yourself to be. Speak to yourself like you matter. Speak to yourself like you would speak to your best friend or your child. Let me ask you this. How do you talk to yourself when no one is watching? What's the voice like inside of your head? Is it kind, encouraging, empowering, or is it passive aggressive, self-critical, full of doubt, straight up mean? Because, and this one hits home for myself, the way you speak to yourself shapes how you feel around yourself. I've always been someone that has had a really hard time with this. I've been on sports teams. I was in the military. I'm very, very self-critical. I hold myself to high standards. The voice inside my head is the meanest person to me out of anyone in the world. It's something that I do on a daily basis. I have to really check myself on. Here's the kicker. You are with yourself 100% of the time. So if the voice inside your head is just tearing you down, shaming you, telling you, dude, you're behind, or you're broken, or you're a loser, what are you doing? No outer change, no diet, no workout, no job, no relationship will ever fully stick with this mindset, because you'll always fall back down to the level of your self-concept. And that's why visualization is so powerful. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined and thought. So when you visualize the confident, calm, capable version of yourself, the version of you who wakes up with a purpose, who moves their body daily for the right reasons, who nourishes and takes care of their vessel, their body, with care, who shows up with presence and joy, you're literally laying down the neural wiring for that to become your reality. Mental reps matter. You don't have to own every thought that pops up. This is something that helped me massively. If you practice meditation, you'll realize that your brain is insane. It's so crazy. The mind, the way that it jumps from thought to thought, if you just sit quietly in a dark room by yourself and you just observe the thoughts that come bubbling out of nowhere, you're like, I just went from thinking about fruits and vegetables shopping at the grocery store to this interaction that I had with this random person yesterday to, man, what should I do for tomorrow's dinner? Like everything, these thoughts come out of nowhere. And it's like you're physically or you're mentally trying to think of nothing. You're trying to just sit there. But these thoughts, they just pop up. What most people don't realize is you don't own these thoughts. You don't own your thoughts. Most of your thoughts are automatic. They're not intentional. They come from your subconscious mind, which is built on past experiences, old patterns, and predictive guesses. Your brain is just trying to keep you safe, not really make you great. So when a thought pops up like, you're not ready, this is not going to work, they're going to judge you, you're going to fail, that's not the truth. That's an echo, a leftover loop from an old version of you. You do not have to believe everything that you think. You can observe it, you can question it, you can think about where did that come from? And here is the cool part. You can choose a better thought. That right there is meta-awareness. That's mindfulness in action. And that is where change, real change, begins. You can't think your way out of a feeling, but you can feel your way into a new thought, into a new way of thinking. You can feel your way into a new way of thought. This one hits deep. If you are stuck in anxiety, in overwhelm, if you're stuck in self-doubt, you can't just logic your way out of it. oh, I think I can do this because I have a plan. I'm going to do this. You can't just logic your way out. You have to move through the feeling. You have to feel it to free it. Because if you don't, it doesn't disappear. It just gets stored. There's a great book called The Body Keeps Score by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. That's why movement, breath work, journaling, meditation, all of these things really matter. They are huge, huge rocks. These are not luxuries. They're tools to clear out old data and to make space for better beliefs. So if we can shift all of this mindset, this category of mindset into like things like fat loss, longevity, or dream life goals, we got to bring it back to your goals for a second. If your goal is fat loss, you need to develop an identity of someone who moves daily, eats intentionally, and follows through on their word. Your self-talk must reflect, I am someone who prioritizes health. I do not skip workouts. I honor my energy. If I miss, I will not miss 2 in a row. If your goal is longevity, you need the mental reps of someone who cares for their future self. Every decision I make, I think about what would my 90-year-old self, my 90-year-old mentor, be thinking about this action? What would they do in this situation? You need the mental reps of someone who cares for their future self, who regulates stress, who takes rest seriously. Start telling yourself, I am in this for the long haul. I am building a resilient body and mind. If your goal is to live your dream life, you need to believe at your core that you are worthy of having a dream life. You need to walk, talk, and think like someone who is creating joy, discipline, connection, and freedom. And it all starts inside. So say it with me. I am not my past. I am who I choose to become. And I am choosing well every single day. Say it until you believe it. Your brain is always changing, so your identity is flexible. Every thought is a vote for the person that you want to become. Every word is a signal to your nervous system. And every action is a rep for your future self. Start now. Speak powerfully. Think on purpose. Feel your way forward. And remember, you don't have to believe everything you think, but you should believe in the version of you that you are becoming. Here's your mental rewiring challenge for this week. Write down 3 identity statements that reflect the person that you want to become. For example, I am disciplined. I am kind to myself and others. I take care of my mind and body daily. Write down 3 identity statements that reflect the person that you want to become this week. Say them out loud every morning. Every morning this week, say them out loud. Bonus points if you say them while you're moving. If you're walking, stretching, cold plunging, doing your mobility, whatever gets your state activated, say them out loud every morning this week. Those 3 identity statements that reflect the person that you want to become. And then visualize yourself embodying each one. Put emotion behind it. Feel what it would feel like to be like that. Imagine it fully and live it now. Write down 3 identity statements, say them out loud every morning, and visualize yourself. Put emotion behind it. Think it until you believe it. Believe it until you see it. We all could benefit from this mindset shift. And if you can think of someone right now who could really benefit from this mindset reset, share it with someone. Send them this episode right now. Go to the share button, copy and paste, send it in a text, said, hey, I've been thinking about you. I really, really think that you could benefit from this. I'm working on this right now. And hey, you already know it. Let's get our mind right this week. Get your body right and live your dream life. I believe in you. Let's do this thing. I'll catch you next time.
And that's it, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me on this Mindset Monday episode of the Livin the Dream podcast. Please share the knowledge that you gain with your friends and family and hold each other accountable. If this episode inspired you, share it with a friend who could benefit from a mindset reset. To support this podcast and help it grow, please subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to this podcast on and leave a review telling others how this podcast has benefited you. Leave a comment on this episode letting us know how you're incorporating what you learned today. This is a non-cost way to help get this important wellness content into more people's ears. Tag me at livinthedream_podcast or at coachdamian_SD and let us know how this episode benefited you. Let us know what we missed. Let us know what we got wrong. We want to know. Message us if you have any suggestions or tips that would help your Livin the Dream team that we can discuss in future episodes. I will be right here with you working on making us stronger, happier, and healthier humans. Until next time, friends, keep living the dream.